Alright, it's time for the solutions for the Mastery Quiz 11 review. So in this first section, you're just saying whether two triangles are congruent and how you know, which is basically listing one of your four congruency things. So on one, if you look at your two triangles, you have side, side, and then side, side. That's not enough. You need three things at least. So that one's a big no. On two, you can add some congruence markings here in the middle because those are vertical angles. So if you look at this first triangle, you have side, you have angle, angle, side. And if you look at the other triangle, on the right side, we also have angle, angle, side. And so these two are yes by angle, angle, side. Three, we have two pairs of angles and the side between, two angles and the side between. So you have angle, angle, side. Angle, side, angle. So this three is yes by angle, side, angle. Notice the sides between the angles, side between angles on that one. Four, you can add a tick mark in the middle because that line is congruent to itself, and that's called the reflexive property. And so now if you look at just the top one, we have three congruent sides, and if you look at the bottom, we have three congruent sides. So you're going to have congruence by side, 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 SSS. And if you look down at five, once again, you have two lines that cross. That gives you vertical angles, so you can add little tick marks there. Those two are congruent because they're vertical. And now if you look at the left triangle, you have two angles that are congruent and the side between. And on the right side, you have two angles and the side between. So this one's going to be yes by angle, side, angle. On this right one, you also have the same, it has similar setup as number 3 here. Two angles and the side between, two angles, side between. So those two are congruent by angle, side, angle. And it brings us to the next section. You can add a little tick mark there in the middle. Well, that'd be a double tick mark because one has already been used. But if you look at this top triangle, you'll have side, an angle, and then another side. So that one's side, angle, side. But if you look at the bottom one, the angle is not between the sides, and so the bottom one has SSA, or side, side, angle. Top one has side, angle, side. So this one's no, those don't match, so you don't have a guarantee of congruence. On 8, again, you can use the reflexive property to get the middle side congruent to itself. And so if you look at just the top triangle, you'll have a side angle and then a side. And if you look at the bottom one, you'll have a side, an angle, and a side. The angle's between the sides, and so that's how you'll get side, angle, side for both. So this one's yes by side, angle, side. On 9, again, reflexive property lets you add a tick mark in the middle. The right triangle has side, side, side. Left triangle has side, side, side. All the sides are congruent. And if the sides are congruent, the angles are also going to be congruent by side, side, side. And that brings us to 10. Here in the middle, we have two lines crossing, which means we can add some angle congruent markings because those are vertical angles. And now those are the ones we can add. If you look at the left triangle, you have two sides and the angle that's between them. And if you look at this one, you have two sides and the angle between them. So you, again, have congruence by side, angle, side. And that brings us to the next section where you have to say what additional information you need in order to get congruence. So if you look at 11, you're supposed to get side, angle, side. So if I look at my first triangle here, I have a side and then an angle. I need the next side, so I need side, angle, side. And if I look at this one, I have a side and angle. I need the next side. So side, angle, I need this side, and this one side, angle, this side. So I need those two sides to be congruent. That's SR congruent to ML. And we switch over to 12. You can add a congruence mark in the middle. And we're trying to get, because those are because of the reflexive property. And now you want to get angle, side, angle. So if you look at just this top one here, the left one, I have an angle and then a side. If I want angle, side, angle, I need another angle. Yeah, and so we're going to need the next angle if we have angle, side, angle. Okay. And on the other one, we have an angle, and then this side, we need the next angle to have angle, side, angle. So these two angles here need to be congruent. You write that as angle DCR, congruent to angle DCE. If you switch over to 13, we need side, side, side. So already we have two sides. We need the third side to be congruent on both triangles here. So that's the side SU needs to be congruent to the side DF. On 14, you're trying to get side, angle, side. Start out by adding any congruence marks you know for sure you can put down. So right here in the middle I have the side congruent to itself because it's shared. And that's a reflexive property. And now I need to get side, angle, side. So looking at my top triangle here, I have an angle and then a side. But I need side, angle, side, so I need to look at it the other way. Side, angle, I need the next side. And if you're looking at the bottom one, we have a side, an angle, I need the next side. So these are the two sides that need to be congruent. That's QR and SL. Those are congruent. Brings us to the next section here. On 15, you can add a congruence mark in the middle because of the reflexive property. HI is shared between both, so it's going to be congruent for both. You're trying to get angle, side, angle. So if you look at the top one, I have an angle and a side. I need the next angle, which is the one above H. And if I look at the bottom one, I have an angle, side. I need the next angle there. And so I need these two angles to be congruent to each other. And that's going to be angle JHI, gives you that one up there. Needs to be congruent to the next one, which is HIV. Not to be confused with the immunity disease. Anyway, 16, you can add congruence markings there because those are vertical angles made when you have two lines across. And now we're trying to get side, angle, side. On this right one, we have a side and then an angle. You need to get the next side. That's LU. So LU needs to be congruent to something. And if you look at this one here, we have an angle and then a side, but I want side, angle, side. So that's this next side here, which is KL that we need. That's the other one. 17, again, you can add a congruence mark in the middle because those are because of the reflexive property. You're trying to get side, side, side. On the top one, we already have two sides. You just need the last one. And on the bottom one, two sides already. We just need to get the last one. So RS needs to be congruent to TQ. Yeah, so that's those ones. On the next one, you need to get side, side, side again. You should look at it and find the side that doesn't have congruence markings on it. That's FD. And on the right one, that one is RP. That side right there. So those are the ones that need to match in order to get all sides congruent. And that brings us to the last two of the section. You can add some congruence markings there in the middle because those are vertical angles. And we're trying to get side, angle, side. So here I have side, an angle, I need the next side. So that side is LM. And then on this top one, I have a side and an angle. I'm trying to get side, angle, side, so I need the next side, which is the side LR. Those need to be congruent for that one. And on 20, again, add your congruent markings because those are vertical angles. They're going to be congruent every time when you have two lines intersecting. You're trying to get angle, side, angle. So here I have an angle. I have a side. So I have an angle, side. I need to get the next angle, which is their angle at R there, which can be TRS. Set as TRS. And that needs to be congruent to, well, on this one, we have angle at S, then we have the side. We need to get the next angle to get angle, side, angle. And that angle is going to be SIG, SIG. So there's the first section. We'll just stop the video there.